Self-improvement is masturbation and self-destruction is the way. You have to understand that if you want to grow, a part of you has to die. And that is the most important message that I want to teach you in this video. I'm a senior mindset masculinity coach. I help men to grow mentally, physically, but also financially. The most important point that I teach is a masculine mindset, because I think if you do not change your mind, and if you still improve, if you make money, if you get that woman, if you make that business, you will never really find your purpose. You will never be fulfilled. And you will never understand why you even do something in your life. You will never understand why you want to change. You will never understand who you truly are. And at the end of the day, you will die in depression, even though you have everything you want. That's what people mean when they say money does not make you happy. Because these people made money without a purpose. They just wanted to show other people who don't give a fuck about them because they're not in the same situation that they are rich right now. But that's not you. You want to change, it truly change. It change within you. And that is the masculine mindset that I teach. You know, I saw a scene from Fight Club, from YouTube Shorts, where they talked about that self-improvement topic.
Self-improvement is masturbation. Now self-destruction.
Self-improvement is masturbation. It is about self-destruction. And I know many people would say, why should I destroy myself to get better? But it is not always about getting better. Sometimes it is about destroying the things you're doing right now, destroying yourself, destroying the vision you have. Go back to point zero and then build the true self. I just made a video yesterday, posted it, and said, if you want to become a somebody, you have to become a nobody. Because only when you become a nobody and you kill the old ego you were born with, you're trying to prove, you're trying to defend, then you can grow. Think about it. You're in your room right now. You know, you was depressed, you was fat, or you are fat. You are depressed. You want to change. I was in the same situation and I changed. I did go to the gym. I was shredded. I made some money. I was wearing nice clothes, going out, cold approaching girls, cold approaching business partners. But I never really truly understood why I do that shit. And then I had many situations where I fall down again. You know, many things happened in my life. Heartbroken, broke, things at home, and I had to saw the reality again. Because sometimes we improve to run from that what we really need to change, the mind, the situation we're in. I did go to the gym, but I did not really understood why. I run away from my problems, from my demons, from my inner self. And then I had to start again. You know, I was at my first boxing sparring just 2 years ago, and somebody knocked me down. And I realized, especially when you're in your first sparring, your first fight, that life is hard and hits hard. And there's a difference between lying to yourself and proving something and thinking that you did prove something, and really truly make that change to understand that you need nothing to become somebody. That is the most important point. You watch, you search, you buy a new course, you watch a new video, but you don't understand yourself. That is the most important change you have to make. You know, I sat there, wrote every idea, every thought, every deep thought, every trauma, every pain that I got in my family, in my life, everything down, and understood. I have to change that person right there, that traumatic boy. All the things I saw. That is the most important point that you have to make as a man right now. Destroy the ego that you have, destroy the version, go back to zero and find your why. Why do you want to change? Why do you want to make money? Why do you want to grow? Why do you want to improve? Why do you want to be rich? Because I don't say that becoming rich, becoming strong, becoming handsome is bad. No. But I say you have to have a real reason. Because my life changed and I still had the same goals. I still wanted to be better. I still wanted to be rich. I still wanted to do something with my life. But my perspective changed when I said, I do not just want to be rich because I want to have a Lambo and show people that I'm rich. I want to help my family. I want to grow. I want to get kids. I want to have a beautiful wife. I want to have a beautiful life. I want to change my life. I want to help other people. I want to show them a better way, becoming a masculine man, changing their mindset. That is my purpose. After I found my purpose, I found myself. That is a very important point that you have to understand right now. Before, I was the young boy that just want to, flex, get goods, get attention. But now I'm a man, and a man has a bigger purpose than himself. I grow, but not only because of me. And that's what you have to understand. Destroy yourself, become a nobody to become a somebody today.